who got the message in Hawaii yesterday? Somebody accidentally hit the button twice in order for the sirens to go off. Sounds a little bit suspicious to me. How many of you would have been prepared? In all actuality, it caught me a little off guard. I was at a funeral yesterday. When it happened, on the way back, canteen back up. Actually, when it occurred, so I'd have been on the road with an elderly parent and quite a few miles from home. That would have been a difficult situation, especially the temperatures that we're having right now. Whenever I go somewhere, I normally have a pretty good bit of stuff with me. Just basic needs, be fulfilled, uh, water filtration, a little extra warmth. I normally take an extra coat with me just in case somebody else needs it. Just a few little things that could help in a dire situation, no matter what it was. And I had some of this my stuff, but I actually packed a little light yesterday. I don't know why, but I did. One of them things. How many of you would even know what to do if a nuclear bomb was to hit? Chances are it's going to hit a major city, and if you're in a major city, direct impact, that'd be your best out. You know. But if you're outside the initial blast zone and you're outside of the main radiation belt and happen to be upwind, you got a great possibility of surviving without any problems. Uh, and there's always going to be that situation where you're downwind. So do you move? What do? You buckle down. If you got plastic, get to a room where you have access to a bathroom. Seal everything up with plastic, duct tape. Throw as much food in there you can. Let everybody shower. Throw all those clothes off. Drag up some old clothes for anybody that's in there with you, and let everybody get washed down good. And just hold up for a couple of days if you can. The problem's going to be is within those couple of days, if all of a sudden somebody's activated and comes running down your street with some black vehicles and dressed militarily that really don't have any identification. Now what do you do? Up here you got to have that prepared. Are you proficient with a weapon? Do you have one? Are you stocked up? Do you keep it close by? Can you actually use it? Do you know how to break it down? Or what to do, and when to gauge, and when to run? That's a little bit more important. Uh, if you don't have a big team to back you up that knows what they're doing, there's going to be times when the best situation to get the heck out of Dodge. Don't be seen. Become a ghost. Get out of the firing line. Don't sit there and wait till they kick your door in. Go out the back. They're not going to be able to surround every house in America. So use your head and you can figure something out. That's where pre-planning comes in. If you pre-plan and you think out scenarios, what door do I go out? Where do I go at this point? All these things relieve you when that time comes of the pressure. Now then you're thinking about, okay, trying not to engage. I don't want to engage anyone, and I don't want no one to see me, so what path do I take? If you've already got that thought out, then you're thinking about the destination of where you're going. Now, where am I going? Where am I going to go and stay? Where am I going to go to hide? You got that situation figured out. And if you've got enough food and water, or a good water source with you, you're in good shape. You're way ahead of the game. Get away from everybody. Don't be caught up in the yeah. I don't know what you're gonna be caught up in. I don't know what I'm gonna be caught up in. Uh, Nobody knows. I started out with this video saying who was in Hawaii who got the message yesterday. And I honestly believe that was probably what happened. Somebody's been running their mouth. They got in a location where they could send them a message. It happened to terrify a whole lot of people. I don't agree with it, but hey, we're just pawns in this situation. We get played all the time. So get prepared. Yeah, it's cold here. Yeah, it's been blowing pretty good. I don't feel like getting outside. I don't feel like moving, but it makes me feel better when I do. And a little walk never hurt anybody. How quiet is your gear? How proficient will it be for sustaining you? Do you have everything packed that you need, or at least enough? You can't take everything with you, and you never know where you're going to be when something happens. So think out your scenarios. When you go to get in your car, think about what you got with you. Do you have enough stuff to get home? Or are you going to be in a situation where you can never come back home? We don't know. Make sure you got your medicines for you. If you do have elderly and you are traveling, even if it's just going to the grocery store in a short distance, get them to start packing their medicine with them. If you got to do it overnight and they need it, make sure they have at least enough for 1 or 2 days with you. A lot of things you got to go through. A lot of things that are very important in your daily life, in others' daily lives, or they're just not thinking about this. You know, you're prepared, you're thinking about what should I do. You got to take care of them. And sometimes it's going to take you going in. You got this bag, we're going to put all your medicine in it. Whenever you get ready for it, it's right there by your chair. When you get ready to go, it's right there by your chair. Pick it up. Now it just makes things so much easier. Little things like that. Go grab them one of these. 29 bucks. I think at Walmart. I can do 100,000 gallons. Yeah, I don't know. It's an astronomical amount of water that you can filter with this Sawyer squeeze. You might be able to read that, I don't know. Anyway, that's what it is, Sawyer squeeze. You can transfer water with it. Now, the importance of that right now is everyone has the flu. And you don't want to have someone that has the flu drinking from your straw. That's the problem I have with the life straw. I do have life straws, but I don't want someone else that's sick using it. So with the squeeze, I don't have to worry about that. Fill a bag up, transfer it over into something else, and they can drink and not contaminate me. I can stay healthy and take care of them. Got to think about that. When you go out, do you have any type of first aid whatsoever? You know, you want to be able to cover, even minute wounds if you're outside. Little antibiotic, just antibiotic cream, I should say. Just little bitty things that make the big difference when you're out. And if you're out here, do you know what you can eat? You got pine. You can eat the inner bark of the pine. When you take the outer bark of it off, you'll see a white layer in between the rough layer on the outside and the actual yellowish wood on the inside. You can eat that. It's very good for you. You can make pine needle tea. If you're around cedars, the berries on a cedar tree, you can eat those. You can eat the very tips of it. Depending on the time of the year, you can, if they're budding out, you can eat the buds off of them, just straight off the tree. This time of the year, it's a little bit more difficult. Green briars, just here we go, man. Normal green briars actually have kind of a fresh taste to them. They grow all over the place in the South. I don't know about your area where you're at, but this is something that you can get proficient in being able to survive outside. Most yards have wild lettuce growing in it. I mean, there's things to eat. Be proficient with your weapons. Be prepared to take game. Know how to process it and cook it. Look, keep you go to Walmart. And two items at Walmart you can go and purchase. One of them's gonna cost you about 18 bucks. It's just some protein uh, powder. You go over into the medical section. They're gonna have a big thing of protein powder. And then go to the baby section and get some dry baby cereal. And mix those together, throw it in a bag. Then all you got to do is just pour fresh water over it in a container, mix it up, and drink it. You got an instant meal. It's extremely light, and anybody can use it. Little things like that are going to be the difference between surviving and starving. So I'm not sure what happened in Hawaii yesterday, and I don't know who was there. I have no information to give you. Could it have been an accident? Very well could have been. I just don't really buy that someone who was proficient in that system accidentally hit the same button twice. But anything's possible. Things are gearing up for something to occur. There's people talking about behind the scenes, a large group of people preparing to take over our country. And these people have no authority, and they have been planning for decades now. So if they're right, and that is occurring, and what we see around us is actually occurring, beat the war drums are getting a little louder. What's it hurt to get a little exercise? And what does it hurt just to prepare a little bit? So, y'all take care. Get out of the house even though it's cold. Get out and get your little exercise. Look at my fat butt. I need it. And you know it. Ain't nobody saying any different. Y'all take care. I'm going to see if I can figure out how to cut this thing off. And I'll say a prayer for y'all, and y'all say one for me. God bless.